Hi, and thanks so much for joining in. You're watching India Market Close, and it's another wobbly, volatile day ahead of the presentation of the Union Budget at the end of the trading week. Pull up the benchmark Nifty 50 and let's take a look at the journey so far today. It is trading with gains still, gains of about 0.2%, but it's significantly off the high point of the day. In fact, let's pull up the chart if we can, the intraday chart of the Nifty 50, and you will see the kind of volatility that you've seen even through the trading session.
Take a look back to the markets. We are joined in by our two guests, Ajit, Mishra and Dharmesh Kant. Good afternoon to you, gentlemen. I'd like to start with Ajit first. Of course, the technical setup is kind of wobbly today in the day's trade, but nevertheless, the broader indices are doing well. But technical setup for Nifty Bank is still better than Nifty. What are the key levels to watch out for as we are going towards the budget? Ajit?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, Alex. So what we are seeing right now is similar to what we were seeing last week. Means last week we were hovering around the 100 EMA mark, around 25,600. Now the tussle is around the long-term moving average, the 200 days of exponential moving average around 25,150. So today Nifty made an attempt to surpass the immediate hurdle around 25,350, but we couldn't sustain. And again, we are inching closer to the long-term moving averages. So this tussle indicates still uncertainty is still on, when it comes to the index. And for any meaningful recovery, we need to surpass this first hurdle at 25,350. Then probably around 25,600 is something that the market is going to test. In case if we break down 25,150 first, then probably we are again set to retest 24,900, 24,750. So as of now, Nifty is in a void. You have rightly mentioned that banking is on a strong footing. So that's the reason why we are not seeing any major damage in the index today. At the same time, we are seeing certain pockets or themes which are consistently doing well. So be it metals, PSU banks, today it's defense. So something on that line is something that you should be focusing on while the index is still not offering any clear or decisive trend.
Regards to Nifty as well as Bank Nifty, Ajit, what would your top picks be? Because we're pretty close to the budget as well. So a lot of chitter chatter and movements that are happening with stocks that could be related to the budget as well. Anything on that front that you have?
What we are seeing is that sectors which are constantly, maintaining their positive stance, irrespective of the market bias, are likely to continue with this positioning. Even if, let's say, the situation deteriorates further or we see a recovery or rebound in the market. So PSU banks, metal, select auto, that is something that you should be focusing on in run-up to the budget. Among the PSU pack, Canara Bank, which is still holding around record highs, trading in a very tight range. After this breakout in the defense counters today, we anticipate there could be a possible up move in the PSU pack after this recent consolidation. So here the risk to reward is favorable. It's currently quoting at 156, so we'll stop at 150. 165 to 175, positionally something that you can target in Can Bank. Another stock that we like, after almost 3-4 months of consolidation, that we have finally seen a breakout, that's ONGC from the energy basket. Strong volume, strong price action, and all the indicators are pointing towards the retest of the record highs, maybe close to around 300 positionally you can maintain as a target. So we'll stop at 254. One can go long in ONGC even at current levels.
Right. Well, let's go on to the stock of the day. And just some time ago, the earnings had come in and we're
just about 2% lower for a 6-month chart. But the question, Ajit, on the charts therefore is a lot of trailing stop losses would have gotten hit today if you are trading the stock, and so therefore the question is, what would you do?
So Alex, I would definitely wait for the close, because usually we see that the initial reaction turned out to be the initial reaction, and eventually we end on with a clear understanding. In case if we fail to hold to 400 mark, let's say in today's session, which also turns out to be the neckline area of the previous consolidation range and the long-term moving average, then probably I need to take that losses, because we are engulfing the 2 months of up move, And in case if we are breaking below the long-term averages on a crucial day like result day with volume, so definitely this indicates panic. So as of now, I'll definitely stay put. We are very close to that mark, so just 10 rupees from the current levels. In case if there will be any rebound, let's say around 445, 450 also, then also I suggest to reduce the position and let the stock stabilize for time being now.
That's CSB Bank. There is panic selling that's happening as well. But let's head across to my colleague Samit Sarkar, who's circuit right now as we speak. Ajit, with the kind of rally that's coming in terms of defense names in today's session, what should that strategy be? Someone who's looking to enter ahead of the budget buy, or someone who's holding this is the best time to sell?
So it's a very important question, considering that it's been almost 1.5 years now where most of these stocks were either struggling, except a couple of names like BEL and HL, which were holding ground strongly, while the rest of the counters are in the range of, let's say, around 30 to 40% on an average witness a decline this recent past. So in my opinion, one should not rush into a trade considering a single day move. No doubt today's move is definitely encouraging, considering the kind of move that we are seeing in the defense index also. But at the same time, one needs to be selective. So BEL definitely, hands down, is among the top performing name, and that is what reflecting in the results also. Then comes HAL, BDL, Mishra Dhatu, wherein we are seeing steady traction. But those who are already having long position in the defense-related counters, they should not average down at current level. Let the defense show at least a bit of a stability after this single day move. Let's say there could be a possibility that the defense index might take a breather around 8,300, 8,400 mark. So around that area, in case if it manages to hold for a couple of sessions and extend the move, then probably they can think about adding to the existing position and looking for the newer highs in the coming weeks.
Right. Certainly a fact to watch out for ahead of the budget presentation. There's an expectation that there could be a higher allocation towards the defense spend in the upcoming financial year. On that note, Ajit, thanks so much for taking the time and for the advice that you've dispensed today. Pleasure speaking with you as always.
Same here.
All right, let's talk about the automotive space, and Landmark Cars stands out, particularly in the context of the EU deal that we've been speaking about since yesterday. Up for us, of course, we'll get a view from Dharmesh on the automotive pack as a whole. But first, we'll slip into a very quick break. More on the other side, so do stay tuned.